Let's get ready for a date. Cheers. Usually I need a drink before a date because I'm like nervous, but I'm actually not nervous at all. I've been single because no one is worth my time. I've been on dates, but nobody's made me like I'm having fun. I just feel like I've really come into my own these last 2 years. That I've been by myself, not having a man bothering me. Every time I have a date, literally feel like I need the whole entire afternoon to get ready. No, I need to start getting ready 5 hours before. I will say though, like once you've been single like I have, you get to a point where it's just like, I'm not going to settle for anything. That's why when I go on these dates, I'm just like you will be voted off the island after one date. You are given one shot. I've tried to do the thing where I'm like, oh, you know, maybe the first date didn't go that well, but like I should still give them the benefit. No, don't do that because you're gonna waste your own time.
A few moments later.
I'm not sure why nobody wants to speak up about this, but I guess I'll be the one to do it. There is a serious shortage of attractive, eligible, mentally stable, emotionally available men. We need to get a search party together, figure out what has happened, where have they gone, and what do we do about this? Because it's a problem.
We should look at the remarks first, that what people need to say. Actual title: Why are attractive men not approaching us anymore? There, fixed. Men aren't wasting their time because you aren't worth the drama you bring to the table. Check your egos. Come into her own. The past 2 years really means she let a lot of guys do the first 3 words of that quote. The past 2 years, why would a woman ever listen to another single woman for dating advice? It's baffling. The only reason that you haven't found the love of your life is that you are doing everything alone. How convenient to blame others for your frustrations. I wonder how many hours you spend in therapy sessions of affirming yourself, instead of facing reality that maybe you are not as perfect as you think. Maybe the problem isn't that the universe owes you something, but that you expect someone to fall in love with the version of you that doesn't exist. These women need to understand that when you build a life for yourself, that's who you end up with yourself. You should consider that life together requires neutral commitment and sacrifice, not just the list of personal achievements. Love is not a ride acquired by your achievements. It's a connection built with effort and empathy.
What kind of world do we live in where a normal, regular girl cannot find just a regular guy out here to date? Because these guys don't want a real woman. They want a fantasy. They want to live in this fake fantasy world. They would rather jack off to some screen, to some robot, rather than actually deal with a real human being and what comes with that. You know why? Because it's easier. And I am done. I'm done.
Let's check out the comments first, that what people have to say about this. These women want to have their Prince Charming, the perfect man. But even if they find that man, they will still find something wrong. How many of you girls out there just looks at a guy's bank book and only looking at the guys who have over 6 figures? The guys don't need you. Gold diggers need not apply. There's a severe shortage of men that are 6 feet 5 inches tall, have a trust fund, have blue eyes and works in finance. Of course it's all our fault. Smart guys don't chew gum that's been chewed on and spit out by 20 to 30 other men. No matter how fancy you wrap it up, body count matters. She complains that she can't find an average man and then trashes that average man and says she is not lowering her standards for red flags. So basically, she is like everyone else. What she really means is, why can't I find a guy that meets my standards? It's not that a normal girl can't find a man, it's that the average guy is invisible to the modern women. So it's not that men want to be alone. It's that men have understood the rules of the game. They know that to win a woman's heart, they have to start meeting her demands, because it's you who are living in a fantasy. If you want a man that is only represented by 1% of the population, then it means you have declared 99% as unacceptable. She's saying what kind of world we live in when it actually is a choice whether to go for serious relationship and settle or to never settle and seek something better.
This is not my face. I'm going to show you my face. But these filters have just went too far. If I had this face, I would be robbing men. I should anyways, but I would be robbing them. You best bet I'm going to make some thirst traps with this filter. But hang on. Now that's a damn catfish right there. It's been a long day. But give me all your money. Now.
This is actually scary. Let's see what people said about this woman's filter. At the same time, she said filters are no big deal. She said it makes me look pretty. That's the man's point. I will never understand people who use filters and/or Facetune on their photos and then get offended when someone calls them out on it and doesn't want to continue with a date or whatever. They don't look like their pictures. Women judge men's photos all the time while they live with filters on all their photos nowadays. Men take photos as just they are. Women using these filters and receiving so much attention from simps also damages their perception of themselves. That's why the world is the way it is. These filters have messed up so many women's head. That many believe they are more beautiful than they really are. Filters hide their stretch marks and imperfections. This is scary because we won't know what's the real anymore. That's why men don't give away their attention, aren't deceived by this. But for simps, this is a dark world. They're falling in love with versions of women that don't exist. Women want only a high-value man, all aspiring to the top 20% because they all perceive themselves as a 10. When a man rejects them for not being a 10, they want to come after him. That's a wrap for today on MGTOW Sigma. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you're the first to know when the next video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you tomorrow.